everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome to Crochet with Lisa. In this video today I will show you how I crocheted this beautiful shawl. The pattern I followed is a free pattern on the Yarnspirations website and is called Go To Crochet Shawl. I changed the pattern a little bit in the edging part. For this project I'm going to use the Caron cotton cakes. It is a weight of 4, recommends a 5mm crochet hook, and that is what I'm going to use. Here's my 5mm crochet hook. The color on this one is called Rose Whisper, and it's 57022 is the color number. And it's a beautiful rose and beige variegated yarn. It is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So let's get started. We'll begin by making a chain of 10. I'll start with my slip knot. So we're going to join the end of this chain to the beginning with a slip stitch. So this gives us our starting ring. Now we're going to chain 4. So that chain 4 stands for a treble crochet. Every second row in our shawl will also start with a chain 4, which is a treble crochet. So we're going to do 7 treble crochets in here, into this ring. So you yarn around 2 times, go into the ring, yarn over. Now you should have 4 on your hook. So yarn over, come through the first 2, yarn over through the second 2, and yarn over through the last 2. That is your treble crochet. So I've just made 1. I'm going to go ahead and make 6 more for a total of 7. So I've got 7 treble crochets. We're going to chain 1. Now we're going to do 8 treble crochets. So remember, here we had the 7 we just made plus our chain 4. So on this side we're going to do 8 treble crochets. So that's the end of our first row. We have 8 treble crochets on this side, which includes our chain 4, 8 treble crochets on this side. So now we're going to turn. So this second row we're going to start with a chain 7. So this chain 7 counts as a treble crochet, chain 3. So we're going to come down to our treble crochets that we made. We're not going to go into the first one, we're going to go into the second one. We're going to do a front post double crochet. So yarn over once, go around that post of that treble crochet, grab your yarn, pull it back. Now we've got 3 on our hook, so yarn over, we'll go through the first 2. Yarn over through the next 2. So that is a front post double crochet. So we're going to make another front post double crochet around this treble crochet. So yarn over, we'll go around that post, yarn over, back a loop. We've got 3 on our hook, so yarn over, come through 2, come through the next 2. So we'll continue that all the way down until we get to this chain 1 space. So we'll do the rest of these treble crochets, and I'll meet you right there at that chain 1 space. So I'm at that chain 1 space. So when we get to this spot, we're going to do a chain 5. So we've done 7 front post double crochets here. We're going to do 7 front post double crochets here. So right up until the second last one. We won't do the last one. So yarn over around that first one, So we'll do all 7. I'll meet you when we get to the 7th one. Okay, so I've done my 7 front post double crochets. I'm going to chain 3. Now we're going to do a treble crochet at the top of our chain 4 over here. So yarn over twice, find the top of your chain, sometimes it can be a little tricky to get in there. There we go. Okay, so we've ended with that treble crochet in the top of our chain 4. So now we're going to turn our work. We're going to chain 4. So in this chain 3 space that we have here, we're going to put 7 treble crochets. So I've just put 2 in that chain 3 space. I'll meet you back when I have 7 in this chain 3 space. Okay, so now I have 7 treble crochets in this chain 3 space. This does not count my chain 4 that I made over here. So I have my chain 4, then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 treble crochets in that chain 3 space. Here we can see our double crochets from the row before. We did 7, so we're going to go into the middle one, which is the 4th one over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just single crochet in the top of that middle one. Now we're going to come over to this chain 5 space that we made. This is the center of our scarf. So in this space over here, we're going to put 7 treble crochets. So in the chain 5 space, I have 7 treble crochets. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to put 7 more treble crochets in this same chain 5 space. So in that chain 5 space, I have 7 treble crochets, chain 1, 7 treble crochets. So here we have our 7 double crochets from that row before, the front post double crochets. We're going to go to the middle one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a single crochet in there. Then we're going to move over to this chain 3 space at the end. We'll put 7 treble crochets in there. I have my 7 treble crochets in that chain 3 space. We're going to end this row by putting a treble crochet into the top of our chain 4 that we have. So we've already completed the 2 rows that we have to repeat. So let's do them one more time. After the row that we've done all the treble crochets, we're going to turn, we're going to chain 7. Okay, so this is the row where we are going to do our front post double crochets. So we always start that row with a chain 7. That is a treble crochet plus a chain 3. So around the first treble crochet, not the first one, I mean the second one here, we're going to put a front post double crochet. So we're going to put a front post double crochet on all 7 treble crochets that we have here. So after you put your 7 front post double crochets, you're going to chain 3. Then you're going to go to your next set of treble crochets and you're going to put a front post double crochet on your next 7. Here we're at the middle, so remember there is that chain 1 space there. So after you put your 7 front post double crochets, then we're going to do a chain 5. When you're coming along the side, you're going to put a chain 3 between your front post double crochets. The only difference is when you're at the point, then you have to put 5 chains. So now we have another set of treble crochets, so we're just going to do a front post double crochet. So after these 7 front post double crochets, we're going to put chain 3, and then we have another set of front post double crochets to do. So we're at the end of this row. We've done 7 front post double crochets. There's 1 more treble crochet, but we're not going to do a front post double crochet around that. After our 7 front post double crochets, we need to do a chain 3. Then you're going to put a treble crochet in the top of this chain 4. All of our rows end with a treble crochet into the top of the chain 4. So now we'll turn our work. This is the second row that you're going to have to repeat. So we're going to start this row with a chain 4. Our last row was a chain 7, but this row is a chain 4. This is a treble crochet. In this chain 3 space, we're going to put 7 treble crochets. So I've done my 7 treble crochets. Remember, I had that first chain 4, 7 treble crochets in the chain 3 space. Then we're going to see our double crochets from the row before. We're going to go to the middle one, the 4th one. We're going to do a single crochet. You're going to have another chain 3 space. You put 7 treble crochets in there. So that's what this whole row, you're just repeating that. I have my 7 treble crochets, therefore I'm going to put a single crochet in my 4th double crochet until we get to the center chain 5 space. When we get there, we're going to put 7 treble crochets, chain 1, and then 7 treble crochets again. In that center chain 5 space, I have my 7 treble crochets, chain 1, 7 treble crochets. Always in that center chain 5 space, you'll put 7 treble crochets, chain 1, 7 treble crochets. Then along your sides, you're going to find in your double crochets that center double crochet, and you're going to do a single crochet in it. In all of your chain 3 spaces, you're going to put 7 treble crochets. So you continue that all the way along your sides. So I'm at my last set of double crochets from the row before. I'm going to put my single crochet in that middle one. Here's my chain 3 space, and I'm going to put 7 treble crochets in there. This row is finished with a treble crochet at the top of your chain 4 space. So I have my 7 treble crochets, and I'm just going to make an 8th one, but instead of putting it in this chain 3 space, I'm going to put it in the top of the chain 4. So you can see how the pattern is developing. This is the front of your work. This is the back of the work. So just continue those last 2 rows that I showed you until your work measures across the top 60 inches or your desired size. End it on a right side row. So this row that we just completed is the right side. Then we'll meet back here and I will show you how to do the edging. I'm back and my shawl is done. I have 60 inches across the straight edge. I have finished on the right side. So the right side is facing me. There's a lot of shawl next to me. I'll have to keep that out of the picture for now. So I'll move the shawl over. So here is the end where I finished crocheting. So there's my last treble crochet over here into the top of this chain 4. So we're not going to turn our shawl back this way and start working back again. We're going to keep it on with the right side facing. We're just going to turn it this way, so we're not flipping it over. Now we're going to work along the straight edge. Okay, so this is the top of the shawl. And what we have to do, we're going to put single crochets all across the top of this shawl. So we're going to evenly space them out. This is how I like to do it. You may have your own way, that's fine. So I'm just going to chain 1. Here is a treble crochet. So along the side of all my treble crochets, I'm going to put 2 single crochets. Then right here where the work joins to my side, I'm going to put a single crochet. Along all of the chains, I'm going to put 2 single crochets. At the top of this treble crochet, I'm going to put a single crochet. And we're back at the beginning of how I started, with 2 single crochets along the side of the treble crochet. Okay, and then we'll put one right in there where it all joins. 2 more where the chain is. So if I lay that down, you can see that these single crochets are fairly evenly spaced. They're not bunched up. They're not too spread out. So just continue this all the way along this straight edge until you get to the next corner. When you get to the corner, we'll meet back, and then we have to do something different because we will be working on the edges of these shells. So I've just finished that straight edge with single crochets all the way across. In this very last treble crochet, I did put 3 single crochets there just to help turn this corner. So on our shells, we're going to put little picots on them. I've changed the way I'm doing it from the pattern just a tiny bit. In this very first treble crochet here, just going to put a single crochet in the top. We're going to go to our next treble crochet. We're going to single crochet into our next treble crochet. Chain 3. The pattern does call for chaining 2. I prefer to chain 3. It gives it a nicer picot. The pattern also tells you to slip stitch into the first chain that you made. So this one here, I like to come just below there. You can see these 2 stitches right there. Just go under both of these. And we're just going to slip stitch. Okay, so we're going to come to our next treble crochet, do a single crochet, chain 3, slip stitch. So we're going to repeat that 6 times. Here I have 6 of my picots done. I finished over here with my slip stitch, and so now we're ready to repeat the same pattern. So we're going to go to our next treble crochet. We're going to single crochet. So remember, we have 7 treble crochets in our shells. The very first one, we're just doing a single crochet. So we're going to go to the second one, single crochet, and then our chain 3. Then we're going to slip stitch, go to our next treble crochet, single crochet, chain 3, and then slip stitch. We'll repeat that again 6 times over here. So I've done 2 and I have to do 4 more. I have completed 2 shells with the picots along the edge. So follow that same pattern all the way along. I'll meet you right here at the center of the back, and then we'll go over this center space. Here I am at the center. We can see that this is my chain 1 space. I've got my 7 treble crochets here, 7 on this side. So I've just completed my 6th picot. So this is slightly different than the pattern as well. I like to just have a continuous row of these picots. So in that chain 1 space, I'm going to do a single crochet, then chain 3, and a slip stitch to make a picot there. And then in my next set of 7 treble crochets, I'm going to do a picot on the top of all of those. So normally the first one we just do a single crochet, but this one here I'll do the single crochet with the picot on top of it. So I'll do one more and then we'll see how this edge looks. So as we can see, the picots just go right around this corner. So just continue along, all the way along this side to the corner, following the same pattern. I'll meet you at the corner and then we will just finish up the shawl. All right, I'm at the end of this row. I've just done my last picot. So I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to slip stitch into the top of that first single crochet. I've already cut my yarn, so I'm just going to bring that through. So now all I have to do is weave in my ends, and this shawl is complete. I really hope you enjoyed following along in this tutorial with me today and you enjoyed making this beautiful shawl. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and you can follow along with some of my other great projects. So have a great day and happy crocheting!